Yes, Your Honor.
Versus Willard, Ragland, and I'm probably still mispronouncing that. 2013 GS 22793, possession of tools capable of being used in a crime. 2013 GS 22787, transfer or transport of recorded sounds, basically a pirating offense. Your Honor, he is represented by Ms. Bessett. He had signed up to come in for a guilty plea last week, and that was continued until tomorrow. It did appear today, and it's my understanding he no longer wishes to enter a guilty plea. When we were looking at doing an arraignment, the state had offered to allow him to plead to the pirating charge with a 6-month sentence or a $2,500 fine. It's my understanding from Ms. Bassett that some other issues have arisen today, wherein Mr. Ruckman is claiming to be God. So I will let the court address that issue and see if there's any action that we can take regarding that.
Yes, Your Honor. My client came in to meet with me last week. He agreed to return today to plead with the $1,500 restitution. When he came in today, he said he never told me that. That he said he was going to go to trial. And that he is God. He knows everything I know. He knows everything Alicia knows, and he knows everything you know and everybody else.
All right, your name, sir?
Before I address the court and go on record, Your Honor, my physical name from the date of the birth of this physical body is dated 10/8/68. Willard Rockman, spiritual name, if you need that on the record, is God, Allah, in the flesh, in the person. Since the date of my physical existence,
And that was, again, what date?
October 8th, 1968, Your Honor.
I spoke of that already.
Your Honor, please note for the record that until last Thursday, this issue had not been raised to me.
Okay. All right, and you are aware of the 2 charges against you, sir?
I am full aware of the charges that are presently printed in script.
Well, let's just say they're in writing. I mean, that's no fancy word for that. These charges are in writing.
Yes, sir. In writing, sir, I will obey and follow your understanding.
All right, you choose to enter pleas of not guilty, is that correct?
Indeed, true, not guilty.
All right, and you want a jury trial on both charges?
I would like to bring a jury trial present, sir.
All right, no need to use a dramatic voice. When you want a
This
jury
is
trial.
the way that I speak. There is no dramaticity about it.
All right. Okay, you want to set a date for the trial?
Your Honor, we can do that, but I'm concerned at this point, he's out on bond at this point, based on his demeanor, the dramatic shift that has been observed since the time he was in roll call and initial appearance, that there's some concerns that need to be addressed. I have contacted the Department of Mental Health regarding whether this could, if there was any sort of evaluation or anything that needed to be done. But, Your Honor, I would ask that he be evaluated to make sure that he's not a danger to himself or others. They're indicating to me that can be done at local mental health or at the emergency room.
All right. You discussed that with your client?
No, Your Honor, when he brought this God thing up last week, I told him that if he did continue, I thought he was joking. And I jokingly responded, if he continues with this, then I will be required to seek a competency eval. He shows up today. Now, whether this is subterfuge on his part in order to delay, or if he actually believes this, I cannot tell you. The only thing I can tell you is he raised it last week for the first time when he was walking out of my office.
All right, please raise your right hand, sir.
First, before I stand perpendicular to the truth, is there any help for widow's son? The right hand is raised.
All right, you swear that the testimony you give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Indeed, so.
All right. You put your hand down. I don't want to talk to you about any of the factual specifics as far as your conduct is concerned. I'm going to ask you this question. Do you understand that you are being charged with possession of tools capable of being used in a crime?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand what the state claims that you did?
I understand what the state claims. Yes, sir.
All right. And what is that the state claims?
State claims for records and evidence shown here that counselor presented to me that I am in possession of an item capable of producing crime in the streets, which is a DVD burner that I purchased from a pawn shop or tag sale off the street, which is here today.
Do you understand that you're also charged with transferring or transporting recorded sounds in violation of law?
Indeed, sir, I understand I am charged with that, sir.
And essentially they're charging you with recording 65 or more audio-visual articles within a 180-day period. Do you understand that?
I indeed understand. I would like to see that evidence presented to me as you present that to me.
All right.
All right.
And you understand that you do have the right to have jury trials. I believe you covered that.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Do you take any medication?
Yes, I do.
And what do you take it for?
I take medication they call
Do you know the name of it?
Cymbalta, something of that nature, for voices. I mean, is it proper to speak this in front of these people?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay. For voices that I hear, I take medication for that. I take medication for diabetes, neuropathy. I got shot in the line of duty. I take medication for that. No narcotic. I prefer not to take a narcotic to be dependent upon a substance created by a mental or man, so I could be physically.
What line of duty were you shot in?
What line of duty was I shot in? I was a part of an experiment that took place by the government of America, that when they infiltrated and put heroin in the community, and me living in the projects and in the ghetto, I received a bullet that was shot in the line of duty, okay, by part of this experiment when they pumped heroin in the community about, what, 1960, something like that time? Before,
How old are you now?
I'm 45 physically.
So the heroin you ingested was
It was probably way before the physical date of my existence, physically.
you took the heroin before you.
I didn't take the heroin, sir.
Don't interrupt me. I won't interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
The heroin was injected into you.
No, sir, you got it all wrong, sir. The heroin was injected in the community back then. All right, probably.
How did it get into you?
Okay, exactly. Excuse me. Heroin was injected into the community back then. Back in the day, it was an experiment, okay, to control the masses of the people. This is why all these people that came today have all these drug dependencies and all these drug problems that's going on. Okay?
My question. When did you take the heroin?
I didn't take the heroin.
When was it put in your body?
It was not put in my body, sir.
So when did you get?
I got shot because that was a project that was designed by them. I was what they call collateral damage. A Jamaican in the street. No, sir, New York City.
You were physically there when you got shot.
Yes, sir.
And what year was that?
It probably was the year of 1989, or about 1989, sir. That
How
date.
old were you physically then?
Physically, at that date, 1980, yeah, I probably was at least 20, 21 years old at that time. I did not do the calculations, so I can't be right and exact with the mathematics.
All right, so you were
Yes, sir.
But not, you weren't a police officer or a
No, sir.
So in the line of duty as a citizen.
As a citizen. Therefore, our citizens arrest myself today.
And what do the voices say when you hear them?
Excuse me?
What do the voices say that when you hear them? You said you take medicine.
Which voices are you talking? What time period are you telling me? Or what are you trying to take me? Where are you trying to direct me?
Well, I'm trying to ask you a question.
I'm trying to respond to your question, sir.
Listen to it. You said a moment ago you take medicine for voices.
Yes, sir.
What do the voices say when you hear them?
Oh, okay. I can respond to that. The voices tells me information about this system and this society that we live in. And it also tells me who I am. It tells me about who are you people and everyone here today. I'll take my hands out of my pocket, sir, for safety reasons. Yes, sir. And the voices tells me to be respectful, to obey the laws of society, not break them like I have been breaking them when I was trying to come into the understanding of myself as a youth. Because I have an extensive record here, being institutionalized and growing inside the state, being inside the belly of the beast, as some people call it, a human warehouse, growing people like crops, you know, in the system, in the government of America, not to go back to slavery days, if you want to bring that into it too, Illuminati and Trilateral Commission and the different things that take place here today in the government of America under the microscope. We are in a eugenic lab. Most of this information came from Mars when there was the catastrophe when Google Space blacked it out for 8 months and transported all this technology here. And when the beings went inside the inner city or the inner earth to bring all this technology up to date, you see those big telescopes or those big broadcast stations where they transmit signals that look like ET, that has cell phone signals. All that stuff came from Mars, the catastrophe. All that stuff comes from there. All the technology that you people came today, that you have today, come from there. If you don't know, you probably do, but I don't know if you do or not. I was trained by several scientists myself.
Mars?
No, sir. On Earth. Here on Earth, several scientists, a couple of government officials, CIAs, agencies. I do have a law enforcement search and rescue organization myself I have created called LAW Search and Rescue, the true law of this earth. Law, LAW, land, air, water, search and rescue.
The lawyer also indicated that you can know what she's thinking and you know what everybody else is thinking.
Yes, sir.
Correct? In your capacity as God.
Yes, sir.
All right, what am I thinking?
Sir, I do not have the proper intelligence to disclose your train of thoughts. And truthfully, you're thinking, because you're testing me, and the thought that is coming to your head right now is the response of what I'm going to say to you about what you asking me about what are you thinking. That's what are you thinking. That's what you're thinking, sir. That exactly is what you're thinking. The thought that you presented to me today in front of me and just put in front right now. That is exactly what you're thinking.
Okay. When you take the medicine like you're supposed to,
At times I do. I don't like the side effects of it.
and what are the side effects?
The side effects of it makes me not want to associate with you people.
Okay. All right. And you understand that your lawyer is asking that you, and the state is asking that you be evaluated to determine whether or not you're competent to stand trial.
Well,
Wait, let me finish. What that means is determine whether or not you're capable of understanding